Sir, would you please state your full name for the record?
Gerald Allen Funcheon.
And we had a brief conversation before we went on the record this morning, and you did make a request of me that I refer to you by first name Jerry. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I'm prepared to do that, and I will do that. And I understand that you are still a priest, but you have been asked by your current superior to not wear or function as a priest.
That is correct.
Okay. At the time, looking back, can you identify that you had some kind of sexual attraction to the teenagers or the adolescents?
I didn't identify it as sexual attraction. I didn't see it as something as perversion or abnormality. I don't think I was sexually attracted. Now, I may quite be wrong. You know, I may have been in denial or not even known it. You know, I may not even have recognized it.
Right. After you became ordained a priest, when would you estimate to have been the first time you engaged in any kind of physical or sexual contact with any of the youth that you had with you or under you?
I suspect that it was when I was a teacher at St. Odelia's School, a Crozier School in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I was in Shoreview. And I had graduated from Purdue with a master's in physical education. I was a gym teacher there. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you. I don't have a calendar or memory or videos or anything.
You can also say for a fact that you have had a history of impulse control, that is, been able to control your sexual impulses towards youth, right?
I've had that, yes.
You think you remember the numbers of kids? Those are people, a youth under the age of 18 with whom you engaged in some sexual conduct or contact?
Over my lifetime?
While a priest?
I would say a dozen.
There are some reports where it's far in excess of that by your own report. Do you think you might be underestimating that number?
Well, I couldn't count them up. I'll go. I don't know. I'll go to 18. I can't give you a number on this. Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me as best you can when the first time as a priest you acted out sexually with and towards the youth? In terms of a year or assignment?
I suspect, and I don't remember, that it would have been at St. Odelia's. You know, when I was teaching in the school there.
All right.
I think so, but I don't know for sure.
I understand. Are you able to tell me today the last time,
Yes.
and what assignment or year that you
Yes.
would have acted out sexually
Yes.
towards the youth?
Yes, in the Hawaii, no, California, Palma High School. That's the last time. I remember later at there was a CYO camp that I used to go out and rent a cabin when it was off season. And he lived over that area, actually. He was not a student at a high school. He lived over in that area. He served Mass for me over there when I said Mass in that area. And I remember actually taking a shower with him in the cabin, in the small shower room, not the big one, but the small one. And at that time, I digitally put my finger in his butt. but I did not touch his genitals. And that's it, you know, as far as this boy goes.
Okay. That's what you remember?
That's
today?
Yes.
You told him, and then you began to masturbate him?
That's not right.
And he reports that you put your mouth on his penis?
That's not right. I've never done that in my life.
If you just admitted having digitally penetrated the anus, why are you so certain that you wouldn't have put your mouth upon the penis?
I've never done that. I have no appeal to me, whatever.
What appealed to you by putting, what was the appeal of putting your finger in the anus of the child?
I don't know that.
It was for your gratification, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, why one, not the other? I don't know.
Did you ejaculate as you performed the sexual act that you've
I did not.
You admitted to?
No, I did not become aroused even.
Now know that what you did to those kids then and has been described under the law, the secular law, as criminal sexual conduct.
I do now.
If you had been told when you had the discussion with the superior of the house in Damien about what you had done and been told that it was criminal sexual conduct and that you could go to jail for having done it, do you think that would have stopped you from doing it in the future?
Absolutely.
Have you nude photographs of any boys at any time while a priest?
Yeah.
Okay. It goes on to state, in a conversation with the bishop, Jerry indicated that there may be around 50 victims with whom he engaged in mutual masturbation or improper touch, which these young men were between the ages of 10 and 16. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Is that what you told?
I don't remember saying 50 victims. I don't remember saying that at all.
Well, it's fair to say that in 1992, your memory about what you had done and to whom, both in numbers and frequency, was more recent than it is today.
More recent than today.
In other words, this is more recent in time to the events than today, correct?
I don't understand what you said.
Let me put it this way. I mean, can you think of any reason why he would say you told him you had 50 victims with whom you engaged in mutual masturbation or improper touch with young men between the ages of 10 and 16 if you didn't tell him that?
I don't know.
Well, Gary Oakland made the report that we have covered. Did anybody from the Irish Christian Brothers or the Diocese of Honolulu, for that matter, or any position of authority ever come to you and say, Jerry, tell us what you've done and to whom you've done it?
No.
Has anybody from the Diocese of Lafayette ever come to you and said, Jerry, tell us what you've done to kids while a priest and to whom you've done it?
No.
Has anybody in a position of authority at the Croziers or affiliated with any of the dioceses in which you have worked as a priest ever come to you and said, tell us what you did to these kids, as I have here today, and tell us their names so we can do something about it?
No, I don't think so.